Hey everybody, this is Rob from the Vegetable Kingdom, and today what I want to do is I want to show you how I can jalapeno peppers. And you can see I've got a couple here laid out, but I went ahead, since this is a little bit of a lengthy process for me, I've got tons of these things to do today. I went ahead and sliced quite a few jalapeno peppers so that this would go a little bit faster. There's a couple of things to do with jalapeno peppers. Get you a good slice on as many as you want to can up. They're really tasty. But a couple of things involved. One is making your brine. Two, of course, is having your jalapeno peppers. And I'll show you my brine real quick. What I do, I've already got brine made up, but I'm going to need a second batch anyway, so this is going to work out really good. What I'm using today is apple cider vinegar, kosher salt, water, what you want to do is take you 3 cups of water, put it in your pan, get you 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, put it in your pan, and 1/4 cup of kosher salt. Put it in your pan. And what you want to do is you want to boil this. Bring it to a good rolling boil for maybe about 5 minutes is all you'd really need, and your brine would be ready. Set that out of the way. Another thing that you need to get prepped for is your lids and your rings for your jars. Put them in a pan of water and boil them for about 5 to 7 minutes is all you'd really need. And make sure that you take your jars, put it in your canning bath so that your jars will be good and sterile. But I'm going to get started here. I've got my jars soaking, sterilizing. Really good and hot. Alright, get your jars ready. What you want to do is get you a clove of garlic, which I've got a clove here. Get it ready. Now what I do is I'll generally use 1 clove of garlic for each jar. Get your garlic peeled, get it mashed, and then get it peeled. Drop your clove in the bottom of each jar. This is a really big one here, so I cut this in half. Just drop you a piece of garlic in the bottom of each jar. Next, get your jalapenos and load up your jars. My jalapeno plants this year really produced the jalapenos. I was getting as much as almost 350 jalapenos each time I would go out and harvest from my plants this year. So I felt really good. We were really blessed with our garden. Of course, we grew more than jalapenos, but jalapenos was really good for us this year. Now, I don't know how well you can see this on this camera, but kind of get your jalapenos mashed in there pretty good, but leave some head space. The rule of thumb that I use is where your jar curves, try to get it up to the curve. And that should be plenty, because you're going to need headroom in your water bath. Okay, get your jalapenos packed in there good. One other thing I'm going to do is, I like my jalapenos a little bit hot. So I'm going to take me a cayenne pepper. I'm going to cut the end off. And I'm just going to put my my cayenne pepper. I'm putting me one cayenne in each jar here. And then I'm going to get my brine that I've already got boiling. Make sure before you start canning anything that you have a funnel. It'll be your best friend. Now you want to take your brine, just put your brine over in here. Make sure you boil it now for about 5 to 7 minutes under a hard boil. And you want to bring your brine up to this bottom lip right here. You got to have head space for when you set your jars in your water bath. Sometimes I make this using white vinegar, and I'll add some cumin or some dill seed. But I'm going to go with apple cider vinegar for the batches I'm doing today. So I'm not going to add anything besides the garlic and the cayenne. Next thing you want to do is take your paper towel, kitchen towel, make sure you got your moisture off the top of your jars so that your rings and your lids will seal good. If they're not sealed good, once you put them in the water bath, under the pressure of the water bath, it can cause the jars to leak, which is something you really do not want. Next, get your lids that you've had in boiling water, set your lids on. And then your rings. Just snug them up. They don't have to be really tight. Just snug them up good. Now, your water bath, of course, is a large pot of boiling water, and you want to set these in the bath. Put them on a timer for about 12 minutes is all you would need. But leave them in there for the 12 minutes, take them out, set them on a cloth or a towel, and within a few minutes you'll start hearing the pop of the lids sealing. It's a little bit of a fast video, but I will put the ingredient list that I used. I'll put it in the description with a video on YouTube, and on our Facebook page. There will be a link in the description on YouTube to our Facebook page, and I'll post a video on our Facebook page as well, and I'll put the ingredient list, which is really simple. It's just apple cider vinegar, kosher salt, and water, and my little extras that I'll put in, like my cayenne and the garlic, of course. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Happy growing.